4 minutes kickoff, 4 minutes.
Could I invite the Alliance team, please, to come line up in front of me?
After a brief excursion to pitch 2 for the men's 21's bronze game, we are back live on pitch 1 for this 6 p.m. kickoff of the men's 21 final, the first final we've covered this week, and it is between Australia men's 21 and New Zealand Exiles men 21. And can Australia continue their hot streak here on pitch 1, or can New Zealand Exiles prove spoil sports? It's sure to be a fantastic clash, Shane.
Yeah, definitely. We saw a fantastic haka there from the New Zealand Exiles before the match started. Nice show of intimidation, show how riled up these guys are for this final. And as you say, great to see our first final here on the live stream. And many, many more to come for the rest as we go forward here. Really, it's just final after final across the various divisions.
Yeah, final fever. Of course, it's the men's 21 final on pitch 1 at 6 p.m. In an hour's time at 7, we got the women's 21 final between these same two teams, Australia women 21 and New Zealand Exiles women 21. So a lot of pride being played for across all these categories and bragging rights. And you don't want to be the team that didn't bring home the gold for your country. And will Australia make a clean sweep? Or can anyone prove the exception?
Yeah, of course, as you're alluding to, this if we were to see a New Zealand Exiles win, it would be not only a fantastic gold medal win for them, but the first team to beat Australia on our live stream coverage.
So that probably means more to them than any gold medal ever could in a World Cup.
I think so. You know, you got video proof of it. So we just await the starting klaxon here for this men's 21 final at the Tag Rugby 2023 World Cup in UL. Great kick, but it's handled well. And New Zealand Exiles look to start this game off quickly.
Yeah, and that's been a theme throughout the week. You can't afford to let these Australian teams have it their own way early on, and they can end up steamrolling you. But it looks like New Zealand Exiles not about to let that happen on their watch. And just a guess, that might have been above ref shoulder height. That might have been above our cameraman scaffold height.
Yeah, we haven't I don't think we've seen a view of the ref yet, but I'm not sure
I
it's that
think
tall.
if you stacked all the World Cup referees on top of each other, that would have been above shoulder height.
There he is now in the white jersey.
Although he is quite a tall ref.
He is.
But even still.
Good dummy.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
No tag
made.
made.
Oh, but there was a tag
there
made.
There was a tag on that second attempt.
But Australia now so dangerous once they get into that final third.
Another tag made there. Looked close, did Matthew Pereira.
And of course, the two teams probably so familiar to each other, New Zealand Exiles and Australia. I'm sure they've played each other a lot over the years in various tournaments, but none on a stage as big as this, a World Cup final.
Just unfortunate drop there. So New Zealand Exiles now looking to take it out of their half.
Yeah, good early press from Australia here.
And a forward pass, unfortunate. So Australia get the ball back again. All the play so far in the opening 2 minutes in New Zealand Exiles half. Great stepping there from Darcy Brettle. Great goose step away and opening the space.
Oh, what a tag!
Brilliant.
What a tag by
there.
New Zealand Exiles, number 23, who is not on our squad list as Australia get the ball rolling again.
And the ref saying a bit of contact from the defence there.
Oh, he comes flying across like a speeding bullet.
Brilliant tag just before the ball's down.
Good tagging in dangerous areas from New Zealand, are penned back in their own final third of the pitch.
Great pass there.
And number 5, Egan Marshallian, ducking and diving.
Good tag again. New Zealand Exiles just keeping Australia out so far.
Yeah, and they're just one big dive away from the line, it seems. That's not going to help, and the chance to counter-attack, but well stopped by number 12, Caleb Surya.
Good hip movement there. Almost away was Jacob Lama. A little step through from Tyson Chambers. Actually hadn't been tagged, but stopped, and tag was gotten a second attempt. So looks like after that kick it'll be New Zealand ball again. Came off of an Australian player. Good pass out to the wing. Almost away there, but well tagged. New Zealand Exiles advancing now. A couple of times looks like a player is through and not tagged at the first attempt, and they're just happy to stop their run.
What a run that is. Oh, and does he get over?
That's so close.
Is
I
it
think
so
the ref
close?
has called a tag. Tag made over the line. I think brilliant defense from Australia.
Yeah, making a tag like that as good as getting a point of your own.
Let me just see that again. Great kick. It pops up so nicely for him.
Oh, what a tag.
Brilliant.
From the Australia number 9, Tom Jeffrey.
And Australia kick it back down deep into New Zealand Exiles territory. Looks like it's stopped just outside of the 10 meters, so it won't be a 50-10.
Oh, and a wind going Australia's way there, taking the tag off.
Almost away there. New Zealand Exiles number 9. And a bit of a short pulling there is what led to the tag. Yeah, and the ref has called for a penalty.
And looks like a lot of New Zealand supporters out in force here on pitch 1 at UL. And of course, so many different categories that these teams are competing in. Good to see the other teams coming in to support.
Good running there. Well tagged. Number 6, Toby Peters.
Oh, tags and shorts.
Great tag there by Australia's number 20, who we don't have on our team sheet. Good kick through, but
It's going to
ref
keep
is
going.
calling him back. You just see that tag again.
Yeah,
And
it's
the shorts pulled as well.
the closest we've come to seeing a bum on our stream. That was tags and shorts, both full pulley down. Luckily a pair of tight underpants on the player there. Trying to keep our stream PG.
Good day to wear underpants, as you say.
Yeah, if I was a player watching this over the last few days, I'd be wearing 2 pairs of underpants. But, that wouldn't help with the speed, but at least you'd be safe.
Good tags now from the New Zealand Exiles. Just keeping this Australia attack at bay. Game still scoreless. And about 7.5 minutes in.
I think definitely one of the most exciting scoreless 7.5 minutes we've witnessed all week, Shane.
Definitely. Just really quick pace from both teams. Fantastic defence on both sides. It's really what's just keeping things scoreless at the moment.
And yeah, this may be the pick of the bunch. That diving, try-saving tag from the Exiles, number 23.
And this as well on the opposite end.
By number
brilliant.
9, Tom Jeffrey.
Almost away there was Nico Buckley.
Yeah, and so far just looking like 2 evenly matched units.
And he's straight through Tyson Chambers.
Tyson
The 2 defenders bounced off each other. Chambers happy to take a tag, roll it back, but his support not quick as he would like. Great pass away, I
and
think.
are they in?
Looks like they're in.
And
Great try for New Zealand Exiles, number 14.
McCare Simpson.
Brilliant passing there from the Exiles. Just down that left side.
And Simpsons has that Australia defence saying, "Don't, we're 1-0 down." And brilliant breakaway. We felt in a game so evenly matched it was going to take something special. And it started with the run from Tyson Chambers advancing up the pitch. And Mick Hare Simpson well-deserved pat on the bottom from his teammate. And Shane, as a rugby player, so many celebrations we've seen all week involve just firing the ball up into the air. Any reason for that? Is just a release of joy? You to hurl something?
I think so. You've got it in your hand. Might as well
Yeah.
throw it.
Fair enough. I think my favourite yesterday, I think there was a player, Flynn or Taylor for Italy, threw it up and then shot at it while it was in the air. I like that.
Yeah. Thankfully, didn't burst it.
Yeah, firing blanks from his finger guns.
My personal favourite came from USA Men's 30s, Corey Jones. Just some silky smooth dance moves from him, from his scores. And as we watch this score again,
speaking of
from
silky
Mick
smooth.
Simpson.
Oh, yeah, and look at that. Yeah, it's probably the most natural reaction in the world, just that expression of joy. But
in the
from
meantime,
joy to sorrow.
And
And from sorrow for New Zealand to sorrow for Australia. It looked like they had a try. Ref says no.
Yeah, so New Zealand Exiles now will take it out from deep inside their own territory.
And probably a good time to mention just what a fabulous job Full-Time Productions as a whole have done all week. Just how fast the action has been. And making sure we don't miss a beat. Unbelievable work from the cameras on the pitch and the men inside the tent. Unsung heroes.
Oh, and the spin away.
Speaking of heroes, it's that number 12, Calum Surya. Or as you pronounce it in Ireland, Surya. He scored a try, and that makes it 1-1.
Yeah, you felt that was coming for Australia. Their attack has been great so far, and just this step and spin right through the gap for Surya. Brilliant from him.
Gives himself a round of applause. Well deserved. And that is 1-1 in this men's 21 World Cup final. And And just getting some information there. Corey Handley letting us know in the comments that Jai Pereira, who played the last game, his brother is Matthew Pereira for Oz. And number 19, Matthew Pereira, keeping it a family affair at this World Cup.
Yeah, you'd think that, Matthew will be happy to have either the silver or gold to rub in Jai's face with his bronze.
Spoken like a man who has a brother, Shane. What it all comes down to, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure their rivalry is hotly fought. Of course, Jai Pereira playing with the ITF Alliance, a team made up of players from any of the competing nations who, for whatever reason, may have not made their nation's squads. And as I say, the Alliance men's 21s did do very well, just beating Ireland in a match previous to here and getting the bronze medal.
That is unbelievable gyration there. I don't know if we're allowed to show that. But yeah, in a game that involves so much hip movement, that was certainly a lot of it.
You'd think even if that did keep the defender from tagging him, he's not exactly advancing forward anyway. So
holding his ground, dominating his position.
Good step there, but well tagged by Australia. Their defence has been good so far.
Oh, nearly grubbers his way in.
But the tag made just before that kick, and it's turnover to Australia. Great defence from them. We just see that celebration again from Simpson. And on the opposite side, so quickly after, from Caleb Saraya.
You'd wonder if at any stage was Simpson tempted to do, that Homer Simpson thing where he's on the ground and he's spinning around going whoop, 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 whoop. He's going to do the legs. Maybe saving that when he knows he's won.
I think so,
embarrassing to do in a World Cup final and end up on the losing side.
If you score the gold medal winning try.
Yeah, then you can break
possibly.
out the Simpsons related celebrations. For now, we can only hope.
Referee says that the defence blocked there, and New Zealand Exiles look to go again. The pass just going a bit wayward there, and the bounce almost taking it into the path of the Australia players, but well held. The kick now put in, taken by the Australia wing, covering there. Almost through the gap, thought he was. Curtis Woods. Australia now on the attack. A great little chip in behind. And a brilliant try scored there by Jake Lowe.
And the exuberant celebrations from the Australia team. And yeah, they've definitely been knocking at the door of Australia.
Yeah, just great, early phase play here. It's Darcy Brettle with that little grubber. And pops up brilliantly for Jake Lowe. It's a great try for him and for Australia to put them in the lead here. And they look to spread it wide again, do Australia. Great goose step around. And number 24, Australia slides through. Just brilliant step there to take him away from the defender. And such quick pressure put on New Zealand Exiles again, straight from that previous score.
Yeah, almost weren't even finished talking about their second try, and they went and scored a third.
Look at that step there. Just brings them around the defender. And a great score there.
Yeah, and sheer delight on the faces there, and brilliant to see how much it means to all the players involved. And yeah, after taking a lead, New Zealand Exiles now find themselves 3-1 down pretty quickly. 4 minutes left until half time of this World Cup final for the men's 21 category.
Yeah, a lot of early pressure from New Zealand Exiles, but Australia settling into this final now. Again, just through went New Zealand Exiles number 9. Thought he might have been tagged, but hadn't been. No tags.
Oh, and still goes Cooper Lee. Cooper Lee! Quickly from Cooper Lee.
Pins the ears back and gets to the try line. Was aiming for the bonus box, but needed that extra space to get away from the oncoming defence. Great try from him.
Yeah, that is now 4 tries in the space of about 3 minutes from Australia. And just unbelievable from Cooper Lee. 10 out of 10 from their number 10.
The defence just falling off him, and gets away from that cover there.
Yeah, he really flew the coop, and able to touch down there was Cooper Lee. And suddenly, 2.5 minutes before half time, things looking a little bit hairy for New Zealand Exiles. Oh,
Just see that break again with the alternate angles.
Incredible, incredible. Holding the ball with one hand as well.
And we come back to live footage here, and we see New Zealand Exiles trying to make their way out of their half. Since that early try, they haven't really been able to make much good attack in the Australia half, but that's a good chasing tag. Another good tag. And again from that number 7 New Zealand Exiles.
And suddenly feel it's imperative, 2 minutes before half time, that New Zealand don't concede again. But a kick and chase here from number 17, Darcy Brettle.
Brilliant tag. I think again is that New Zealand Exiles number 7. I think he has all of the tags in this set. And a great intercept, although no, the referee has given a penalty, I think, to Australia. Nice short pass, but well tagged.
Nico Buckley making a great try-saving tag there.
Tagged over the line, I think. So it is turnover to New Zealand.
Just a quick thank you to Melissa Kelly in the YouTube comments, letting us know that number 2 is Trey McPherson for New Zealand Exiles.
Good kick there, just finds touch. And it's all that New Zealand Exiles can do really to relieve that pressure, being pinned down in their own half for a while.
Yeah, you feel Exiles desperately need half time to come. Just give them an opportunity to regroup and talk tactics. It's been a rough turnaround. They took an early lead. But Australia more than pegged them back. Now 4-1 ahead of this World Cup final in the 21s category.
Yeah, Australia look to make something happen before half time here. Great tag there made. They swing it back left again. Player just stumbling as he goes through.
There's the Claxton. Is there time for one more score?
There's not. So,
and at the break of this World Cup final in the men's 21 category, it's Australia 4, New Zealand Exiles 1. Be sure to come back for the second half.
won't be the one to change you, and you will be mine. You will be mine. I was tempted, tempted by your eyes. I was tempted, the promises, the lies just keep hurting. They just keep on hurting. But I won't be the one to change you, and you won't be mine. No, you won't be mine.
And we are back for the second half of this men's 21 World Cup final between Australia and New Zealand Exiles men's 21 category. And at the break, Australia 4-1 up. And a bit of a challenge for New Zealand Exiles to get back into this game, Shane.
Yeah, you think so. They'll be hoping to really start off this second half. Just quickly need to get out of the blocks here and get some points on the board, bring themselves back level. And they're looking to do that so far, almost out of their half. Yeah, the kick forced looks good, and it was well handled there by winger Cooper Lee.
Oh, brilliant evasion from Cooper Lee.
Tagged eventually.
I think that's his brother, isn't it? Eventually.
He plays with the ITF Lions.
Yeah, yeah.
And number 12 now, back to Pereira.
And Australia just trying to build up a head of steam.
Ref saying, I think a tag might have been made. No, it's a penalty to Australia. I think they were hoping for, no, it is a roll ball. New Zealand Exiles decided not to mark it. So Australia now looking to start off this second half the way they ended the first.
Yeah, and you feel that the next score in this game is going to be so vital. If Australia get it, will that kill all New Zealand Exile hope?
I think it might. A great spin and almost away there was try scorer Caleb Soraya.
And sixth and final already. Quick tagging from New Zealand Exiles.
Bit of a short pulling there, yeah, and the ref's given a penalty. So New Zealand Exiles now really need to launch a good attack from deep here. Good pass out wide. I think the Australia defence was offside, so it'll be a penalty New Zealand Exiles. They'll appreciate that and take a fresh set of tags as they try to cross that halfway line.
One eventually held on to there. Bit of theatrics.
Good tag there from Caleb Soraya on Jarka Paul. Oh, the ball just bouncing the wrong way there for New Zealand Exiles. So over the back, and it will be a roll ball. Australia out 10. Or tap out 10, I believe. So tag from New Zealand Exiles. And another there. Just keeping Australia pinned back for now.
Yeah, good spell of pressure from New Zealand Exiles.
And New Zealand Exiles now with the ball inside the Australia half. They'll spread it wide, and tagged on the wing there is Jarka Paul.
Oh, and a great kick and goal from number 3 there. Jacob Lama looked to be in.
Yeah, obstruction on his run in. So a penalty, New Zealand Exiles. Feel they need to capitalise from this position here. Need to take some points away.
Oh, yeah, you see him going straight for the box.
Yeah, they know how important it'll be.
Oh, the grubber back for the box. Did he make it?
I think the Australia defender dived on it. Although, no, the defence closed.
Referee giving very mixed signals there.
Yeah,
He must be a very difficult boyfriend. Very unclear what he wanted.
so it ends up possession Australia from their 10-metre, and they look to take it out now.
But a positive play from New Zealand Exiles, giving themselves hope in the final 15 minutes of this World Cup final, men's 21 category. Still only 3 points down.
Forward pass there, unfortunately, to the wing of Australia. Yeah, you feel in New Zealand's next phase of attack, they really do need to get points out of here. And missed tags there.
Oh, and he passed it to the wrong player.
I think the ref was playing advantage for pulled shorts. So New Zealand Exiles do still have possession here. Good stepping there from Tyson Chambers. He's always finding a way to make a bit of room for himself, get past that first tag attempt. Another tag there. And yeah, Chambers again just dancing around, avoiding the first attempts, but no options open up for him, so the tag is eventually made. New Zealand Exiles being kept out so far here.
Yeah, brilliant defending from Australia, forcing New Zealand Exiles to try something, and it doesn't pay off.
Yeah, very well defended by Australia, and they have the ball back now. Great tag to keep Australia pinned back for now. New Zealand Exiles defence up quickly.
And Australia opting to kick to relieve the pressure, but the referee's whistle blows. Possession now back with Australia. There's 13.5 minutes left of regular time in this men's 21 World Cup final. So far, advantage Australia, but a scoreless second half. And you feel the first point in the second half, whoever it goes to, will have huge, huge momentum.
Yeah, and the further we get into this second half, of course, the later that first score will be, and meaning it needs to be that much more impactful. If it's going to be New Zealand Exiles, it'll have to be a box try, you'd think. Good tagging, though, from the Exiles, keeping Australia out for now. Almost, and the dummy there.
Oh, and he goes to the box.
Toby Peters possibly taking this game out of the reach of New Zealand Exiles with that brilliant box try.
And another 2 points for Australia, who might now just be running away with it.
Great try from Peters. You see he's eyeing up the defensive line before he receives the ball. That step back inside and the dummy to send the last person away. Brilliant. And the awareness to get into the box.
And look how much it means. Was that the WAP? Was that the?
We can't
that
show
the
that.
Cardi
We
B?
can't show that.
The Cardi B dance from her song WAP. You know what? If you score a try like that, you're entitled to whatever celebration you want.
Yeah, we'll give it to him this time. So New Zealand Exiles now really need to make something happen if they're to stay in this final. Just over 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, New Zealand
That's
down
a
by
good
5.
kick.
2 box tries and a normal try needed to get back into this game, which is a lot easier said than done against this miserly Australian defence.
Yeah, and we've seen a couple of these men's 21s matches now at this stage, and a lot of them are low-scoring affairs. You know, both teams equally great in attack and defence.
Try again from Toby Peters. That is definitely, I believe, if you go and watch the music video for Cardi B's song with Megan Thee Stallion WAP, that's definitely a dance move from that. I've seen enough of the TikToks to know. Breaking out the WAP celebration, Toby Peters.
So it's Australia on the attack again. And a surrender there. Ref giving the ball back to New Zealand Exiles.
And just analysing that again, that is definitely grab a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass Peters.
Oh, no. New Zealand Exiles put in a good kick, and it takes a deflection. Great tag there. And another good tag.
And Australia suddenly now with a lot of swagger back in their game in the second half. And it's going to need a huge 9 minutes for New Zealand Exiles to get back into this.
Bit of a heavy kick there. Just finds its way over the try line.
And there it is, the maker and breaker of dreams throughout the tournament.
Yeah,
The
New
rugby
Zealand-
ball,
New
the cruel
Zealand Exiles,
bounce.
looking to get play underway again quickly.
Yeah, and of course all these people in the Hall of Shame standing on the wrong side of the fence around UL. That is meant to be a cordoned off area. But we have all their faces. They will not be allowed to fly home.
We will be contacting the Gardaí.
Yeah, all of you have to go to the sin bin.
Great hands away there. Comes Jark Paul. So New Zealand Exiles now in the Australia half. Tag made and a turnover too. So Australia weather that promising New Zealand attack. Yeah, Australia now look like they might want to just see out the rest of this game.
Yeah, just need to have a solid final 7 minutes, nothing silly. And as long as they can do that, they will be men's 21 World Cup champions.
Linesman happy to retrieve that ball there for the New Zealand player so they can get back to it quickly. A bit of contact made there on the by the defender, and yeah, penalty New Zealand.
New Zealand have to make one of these phases of play count, haven't scored in the second half. Haven't scored in a long time. They took an early lead in the first half, but have since conceded 5 tries without reply. Of course, one of those a bonus box try.
They look to spread wide now, but well tagged to halt that attack.
Oh, brilliant to keep that going backwards from New Zealand Exiles.
Got to it with his fingertips there and kept it in play. And a good kick put in now. Might find the 50-10. Looks like it does.
Brilliant to
great
have that in
kick.
your locker.
So now New Zealand Exiles will definitely look to capitalise on this position quickly. Going straight to the left corner, Jacob Lama running away from his support, looking to just make a bit of space to set up the second phase. And they all swing to the left now, and the skip pass just doesn't go to hand.
End up going forward or knock on perhaps, or just as I was thinking,
I think it might have
neither
been
of those things.
a late tag,
Late
possibly.
tag.
Couldn't quite see it. And defense coming to contact there on the attacking player. Ref might have to have a word with the Australia team soon. There's been a couple of contact penalties against them.
And he tagged off the ball there. Will that try count?
Ref not signalling his decision quite yet, just consulting with his linesman, and he's given the try.
He's given it brilliant work there.
Think those tags were made late, so advantage was allowed to be played, and ball bounced up perfectly, just allowing New Zealand Exiles number 23 to dot it down.
And maybe, just maybe, we could be in for an interesting final 5 minutes. New Zealand Exiles number 23 taking one for the team to get a point. 6-2, 4 points, 2 box tries.
A good kick, looks like it bounced just before the line. Yeah, looks like it's in front of that blue cone there. New Zealand Exiles players happy with that. And the kick back to them. Taken on halfway.
Yeah, Jacob Lama encouraged to drive forward. And if they could get another score, New Zealand, you never know. The pendulum of momentum has a funny way of working.
Almost away there, it was Lama.
4 minutes left. New Zealand Exiles need to average 1 point per minute.
Looked like he could have been through there. I think that's Dylan Nolan.
Oh, and the kick pass. Oh, nearly recovered. And it's going to be a possession to
Australia, I believe.
Yeah.
Knocked on first by New Zealand Exiles,
Very
and then by
unfortunate. Worth
Australia.
a go, that kick.
That player just a little over eager to make the tag before the dummy half had picked it up. So it'll be penalty to Australia. Not exactly what New Zealand Exiles needed right there. That's a good dummy. And tag made. They look to come down the right side now. Australia.
Oh, brilliant pass. And that might have just made sure of the result. Australia's number 10, Cooper Lee, with an air of inevitability as he touches down there.
His other brother, is it?
His other brother, yeah, inevitable. And yeah, credit to New Zealand Exiles. They put up a hell of a fight. But Australia have just made sure that they are going to be your men's 21 World Cup champions. And the first final we've witnessed live on pitch 1. And it looks like the gold medals going the way of Australia. But full credit to New Zealand Exiles. Made a heck of a game out of this.
Definitely, like the early pressure they put on, you know, made it look like there could have been a possible upset. But it just wasn't to be. Australia settled really nicely into the game. And New Zealand Exiles' attack just thwarted any time they did look dangerous by a strong defence.
And you'd wonder, is this the start of a clean sweep of gold medals from Australia teams?
It's certainly the first one on the books anyway for our stream here on pitch 1.
And probably not the last.
That's a great step. And another tag made. Cooper Lee looking to carve his way through there. And the swing around to the left. Kick put in. Looks like
and they're
the
in
chase.
again. Number 13, Liam Vane Tempest.
There was no recovering chase from the New Zealand defence there. Only players coming into frame looking for that ball
Yeah,
were in green.
I think the New Zealand Exiles team full of tired legs and broken hearts at this stage.
We just see that again from the alternate angle. Pops up so nicely for him and dots it over Vane Tempest. Big smiles on the face of these young men as they know that win is sealed and the gold medal will be theirs. There is the final klaxon, so this will be the last play, last action of this men's 21 division at the 2023 Tag Rugby World Cup, and it does finish 8-2 to Australia. Massive congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations, impressive all week long, and commiserations to New Zealand Exiles. Made a real game of it, and well-deserved silver medals there, which they can still be proud of. And we have a rematch of sorts in our next game at 7 o'clock. It's another 21 World Cup final. This time the women's, Australia women's, taking on New Zealand Exiles women's. And let's see if the women can get a modicum of revenge. Be sure to tune back in at 7 p.m.